hope you have a fantastic day, and welcome to Let Me In, a apparently visual novel or first-person point-and-click, I do believe. An indie horror game I found on itch.io, and we're just going to give it a try. As the game store page puts it, though, it's a calm, quiet night. You can sit in your room and watch your favorite TV show. You can just relax and enjoy this calm night, but it looks like you have a guest. Someone decided to visit you. Someone who looks and talks pretty strange, and isn't a furry. You surely didn't wait for him. It looks like a short, interesting indie horror game. Everyone's, playing it, and I think I just saw Manly Badass uploaded too, and it's been on my list, downloaded on my desktop for a long time. It's one of those things I gotta play in between my visual novels, and I do, of course, also for those that watch this, apologize for, again, as my vlog put it, horrible upload schedule. I don't want to repeat any kind of ranting, but I do apologize for it as I look for a job and life and adulting problems. But let's try to get some shit done. Let's get into it. And let's see what this game at least is about before getting back, into Echo and everything else I still have to play. There's so much to play and finish. And visual novels just have to be 50-part episodes, of course. Who are these people? I miss you. If only I could stay at home that night. I don't know where you are, but I believe you are alive somewhere. Maybe. It's a horror game. I'm not gonna... I don't know how much time has passed since your disappearance. No. I lost the feeling of time. I don't know what happened to you. The only thing which helps me to live day by day, memories. Memories about you. I say that while I, tap my keyboard. My favorite TV show. Ah, yes. White Flashbang, my favorite. Bright lights and blinking screen makes me calm. I feel safe here. My house is my castle, isn't it? Close your eyes, says the sick consciousness. What can you hear around? I can hear my favorite TV show. I can hear a clock on my wall. Do you know where you are when you close your eyes? I remember how my room looks. Actually, many rooms look like this, but I feel safe in mine. Yeah. Are you alone? Well, yes. Until someone knocks maybe on my door. Yes, I am alone. Yeah. Don't try to lie in the game. Well, see, now I'm sort of not alone. It was 2:10 a.m. when somebody knocked on my door. Who can it possibly be? 2 a.m., I mean, it's an asshole. Especially if they knock that loud. I need to check it out. It smells like something is rotting outside. I can't hear anything, but I feel someone is standing behind the door. Probably. I should go and open the door. You just open the door without checking the people on a random stranger. Check the people. There's nobody behind the door. However, I felt like the smell of rotting gradually increased and moved behind my back. I can slightly hear the sound from the vent in my kitchen. Or maybe it's just me. Rats. Probably. Or maybe somebody or something is trying to get into my house. It will get into my house and hide somewhere until I get to sleep, and it will eat my insides, silently, like rats eat the food in the kitchen at night. They're kind of noisy, it's just you're not focusing on them. I mean, I don't know, the noisiness of rats eating? I guess they're kind of quiet, unlike guinea pigs. I should not be so panic. I should not be panicking, so easily. I'm still in my house. Nothing can touch me while I'm here. My house is my castle. You keep telling yourself that. I feel safe here. I mean, if someone's behind me, I'm gonna open them. I mean, it's, you know what? It saves something like a smart idea. I'm gonna open the door. Is it just for... There's still nobody behind the door. Like, is it just a trap? Are they baiting me to open the door? It wouldn't make sense otherwise, but if they vented. Among Us reference indeed. They vented. But is the venting noise a distraction? I could still feel the smell of rotting. Perhaps somebody who was standing behind the door found another way to enter my house. People think that bad things hide in the dark. I don't think so. I feel safe in the dark. Now I can go back and watch my favorite TV. Okay. Not worried at all. This game shouldn't be called... What was it? Let Me In? It should be called... good enough. Or... who can bother? What should I... Why should I do anything but watch my favorite TV show? Natural selection. I don't know, man. My favorite TV... Bright lights and blinking screen makes me calm. Well, congratulations. You feel safe in your castle. Even in dark. In front of your TV, so in the dark... The TV's lighting up your location, so it's not like he's even using the dark to hide or anything. Close your eyes. What can you hear? I can hear my favorite TV show. Let me guess, the clock and then some breathing. I can hear a clock on my wall. I can hear footsteps. Okay, not breathing. Slowly coming from the kitchen. I can feel the smell of rotting. Yeah, I opened the door on the off chance he wanted to run outside, but it was 2:30 a.m. when the guest came. I don't think he's a guest if he's uninvited. That's an intruder. Bad ending. Bad ending, let me in. I mean, I'm gonna just see if opening the door really did nothing, but we'll see. He feels safe in the dark, huh? It's still the bad ending, isn't it? Oh, it's just bad? Oh, okay. Start. Yes. Just open the door. Let's just do it now. The smell of rotting, what hides in dark, who decided to visit me. He's still there. Okay, he didn't go into the vent. It's like this main character is really fucking stupid, right? So I get the narrative purpose, and it's just like in the visual novel. What was it? That visual novel, The Damn Wolf Girl, or whatever. On the tip of my tongue. But the main character's kind of stupid, right? So it's just like he assesses that someone went in his vent, but he returns to like a decompression coping mode rather than fight or flight mode. This guy's like, oh, someone's probably in my vents, probably out to kill me. Oh well, I'm just gonna watch my TV show. Oh, hey, someone's in my house. Oh well. What the fuck? Why? There's no fight or flight with this guy. The bad ending barely makes any sense unless the guy's just does not care about his life. They're miserable. I'm gonna presume that the main character's just miserable. They don't really care if they live or die. They just maybe don't want to die miserably. But it's just very strange. I apologize for disturbing you. Its night seems to be very calm. Who are you? Why did you come to my house? I apologize. I usually walk here and there at nights, looking for somebody to visit. Some people close the door in front of me. Oh, that's so sad. I prefer to knock before I enter normally. There are so many doors, and so many people, so many lost souls. Some doors are easier to enter. Some souls do not care. some people are kind enough to let me in. Such people usually are friendly too. Guests, I like to visit people at their houses when they are alone. But when the night ends, I prefer to hide in some dark places where nobody can find me until the next calm night when I can visit more people. People who are kind to guests. My wife was kind to guests. Ah, yes, I had to know your wife. She was a pretty kind person. You were lucky with your wife. She was so kind to let me in. When I knocked her door, that door was one of the doors which was easy to enter. What did you do to my wife? I need to be honest with you. You know what? Exactly, I am not a good person. I like calm nights, like this one. I usually take kind of gift when I leave. It seems very kind to give gifts to your guests. They are always different, the gifts. Sometimes people who I visit don't want to give the gift, but it looks unkindly, so I take the gift myself. It depends. They're not giving me information saying if I give them a gift, they leave me alone. Is there like an unwritten rule with this guy? Because if the wife was nice, maybe he didn't do anything. He didn't say he killed her, just that they know. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. I am glad that you are kind to guests. Perhaps I can enter normally now. It was 2:30 a.m. when the guest entered my house. Hey, do you want to watch TV with me? It's my favorite. Can I take a seat? Yes. I appreciate. He's gonna sit like. He just sits across from me to stare. That fucking the lighting on his face. You look like a very silent one. You don't speak too much. I prefer quiet nights. Yes, I prefer such too. I like quiet, calm nights when nothing happens. So calm. So much time for visits. I like such nights. It feels like many people like them too. People also like moments. A piece of time which feels important for them. As important as gifts. What could you give me as a gift? I mean, a cup of coffee. Oh, a gift is something important for you. Coffee's important to me. If you're going to go on some spiel about how coffee's not good enough, you haven't seen me drink a finely crafted coffee and just be like oh, come on. I swear to God. I don't think this gift is important for you. Well, you're wrong. Well, I will allow me to take this decision upon myself. This face looks familiar to me. I enjoyed to visit you this night. I would like to take something to remember you. I will take your face. It was 2:45 a.m. when the guest left. If the police or neighbors could enter the house, they would find a piece of torn flesh without a face. But they couldn't do it. Nobody will even care about this strange, lonely man who lives alone for a long time. Nobody will find it. No one will come. The sick consciousness. I mean, I guess a bad ending. Coffee wasn't a good enough offer. Oh. Presumptuous bastard. I'll just ignore for now. You're still silent. I know. Some people are not talkative with guests. You know, last night I visited a woman. A woman with her son. That was pretty silent visit. One of the visits where they don't find it good to give gifts to their guest. So I had to take the gift myself. I remember that sweetie screams, but I didn't do anything bad. I just took my gift. Poor mother was thinking that I will take her son, but that would be too cruel and wrong. I prefer to think I am a very kind person. So, her son is still in her house, rotting inside a concrete wall in her bedroom. Huh. Very funny story, I believe. She probably still doesn't understand. Where is her son, and why there is so many flies in her room? People are so different, I believe. Some people think that bad things happen to them because they deserve it, or because they do something wrong. That's not correct opinion. In fact, bad things are just random events. You never know what will happen in a few minutes, or a few hours. When I visited an old man last month, or when I visited one, we had a really good conversation. We drank some tea, for sure. This man kindly gave me a very pleasant gift. You know what? Even despite the fact you are silent, and you don't talk too much, I enjoy this visit. I am glad that I can talk here. Do you like to talk? If I say not with strangers, I'd assume that's a death flag, but I'll just try it anyways, because I'd think to do yes, but... that words hurt me, actually. Oh, wait. It was 2:50. It was a time for the guest to leave. I apologize. I'm going to leave soon. I think it would be kindly for you to give me something as a gift. I prefer to think it's kind to give gifts. If I continue to ignore what happens. Even now you are silent. Perhaps I did some mistakes. I apologize. I should be more polite. Everyone has something important, and was there something important to tell you? My wife. I see. I remember her screams when I visited her. You are a monster. That words... Though... I presume they mean those, but I'll just keep going as if it's part of their dialect, instead of a translation error, a localization error. That words hurt me. Huh? Is there words of rude person, or a person who lives just because of memories? Memories help you to live day to day, without any purpose, without any goal, only the feel of the fault. Every night, when you try to get to sleep, you think it's your fault. Gifts are always something important, and I know you have something important to give. Something important. I see. That gift seems a very important thing. I appreciate... It was 3 a.m. when the guest left. Huh. I can see my room. I can see my favorite TV show. I can hear it. Was there something else? Something I should remember? Probably no. Perhaps that was just a dream. I should go to sleep. Sometimes memories are the most important thing we have. Sometimes they help us live. Sometimes it's better to leave everything as is. Did he stole the gift of his memory for his wife? And basically did a favor for him? It feels like then. Like the creature, we couldn't offer him a gift except for coffee. Not because we're rude, but it's like this guy lives nothing. This guy lives for nothing, has nothing, except when he had his wife. So I'm guessing the story technically is in the very, literal way that it's just, with his wife gone, that was the last thing he had that was important. And after that, he became a husk. And even this creature understood that. It's just like, you are able to convince a monster that kills people and doesn't think bad things are necessarily bad. You convince the monster that your life is so miserable that he can't take any gift that's even valuable to this person because their life is already that, like, depressing. And the only important thing that they had left that made their life more miserable was the fact that they're only, like, bed rotting in their room because of the memory that they held onto so dearly. And the creature took it from him. Almost maybe to a benefit, but then we won't know if the main character improves because of the monster's decision. And, like, unless I'm completely reading the story wrong, but, I sometimes do overreach and create a headcanon that can be really complex and different than what really happens, so I don't even know sometimes. But I'll just say a cup of coffee this time. Oh, a gift, yeah, something important. You just take my face? Yeah. Okay, well, I just want to see if there's any other direction we can go, or if it's just bad and good ending. Yes. I see. You're a very kind person. It's 2:50. It was time for the guest to leave. I apologize. I'm going to leave soon. I think it'd be kindly for you to give me something as a gift. I don't like guests. Let's see. Sometimes things happen, things which you don't expect. This hurts me in some way. I feel sad when it happens. I like such nights. It feels like many people like them too. People also like moments, a piece of time, which feels important for them, as important as gifts. What could you give me as a gift? Well, that goes back to where we were, so we will see if there's anything else. I'll just skip ahead at this point and see if there's, like, new dialogue. At this point, it's gone back. Okay. Yeah, it's... There's only one thing I can imagine. Open the door. Oh, that happens. Please go away. Ah, I see. That happens sometimes. Some doors are not easy to enter. We probably should leave it as is. I apologize. You seem to be in a bad mood for talking with guests. I believe it will be better if I come at the next calm night to visit you. It was 2:30 a.m. when the guest left. I believe he will be back. I can still hear his voice in my head. I know he remembered me. I know he will enter my house. He will hide in some dark places, and he will wait until I get to sleep. He just postponed, and that's it? Bad ending. That's considered bad, not neutral? Okay, let me see the Game Store page. It doesn't mention the amount of endings, but I will presume that the 2 endings there is all there is. But we're going to leave it there. I gave the character more of a... I went with in character for the guy a little bit and gave him a non-snaky G-man kind of impression. Maybe some people understood that. It's like getting in character. I don't know. Let me know if you enjoyed my narration, if I get a little more in character. But if I do such things, I'm not going to do it with, girly characters. One thing I find cringe, and I'm speaking just as me as an individual, right? I don't like when I go to, a part of me... I know some people will disagree, because it's like, when someone really, really, really gets into role-playing and they immerse themselves so much, like theatrical, or, theater kids kind of stuff, I find it really cringe. Sure, there's people that want to be actors or want to do acting, maybe writing, and when people get into music and they just get into it, get in the rhythm. But with people in theater and acting, sometimes being so immersed, it either can be impressive because of someone's concentration, or it can be cringe just because of how into it and it's like some people just narrate in a girl's voice or feminine voice and then a butch voice, and it's just like what you'd expect out of a kindergarten teacher reading a book, right? I don't know, or at least it feels like it to me. But in some subtle manners, I at least would think it's okay to change voices or tones, but just very subtly would be at least the style I think would be the least cringe. Or it's just I will have similar voice, but tonally shifted a little bit. That's at least what I'd want to go for, but I'd want some feedback. I'm not going to do too much, but I'm just kind of curious on people's interpretation of if I give subtle tone shifts to reading lines to certain characters. If someone's more cheerful, right, I'll try to talk with a little bit more upbeat tone, right? And someone's more depressed, I'll be okay, that kind of stuff, but not so much. I'm just wow, how are you doing today? I'm doing so fantastic. It's too much. I feel so drained. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game. Let me know the feedback to my question. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button to become a subscriber. Hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.